I have the transformation of the absolute value function, and I have a lot going on here. Let's take a look. The tells me that the f of x is absolute value of x, which I know makes a v. And then when I'm looking at the g of x, I like to label this, I like to transform from left to right. So first thing I notice is this minus right here, and that's going to be a reflection. It's going to reflect it down across the x-axis. And then I have this 2, which is going to take and stretch it. That's a vertical stretch. The plus 6 here belongs to the x, so it's going to shift it on the x-axis, and it's actually going to shift it to the left. And then the plus 5 does not belong to the x, it belongs to the y. And so I'm going to shift it on the y-axis, and a plus 5 is going to go up 5. So we need to click on these buttons here, and we need to list all the transformations. Now notice, usually if you have a circle, that will only allow you to click on one answer. But if you have a box like this, a square, you can click on more than one answer. That's generally how that works. So we are reflecting, and we're reflecting it about the x-axis. We're going to stretch it this way. It's a vertical stretch. We are shifting it horizontally to the left, and we're also shifting it vertically up. Check our answer. Fantastic. Good job. And now they want us to graph it. Now this is one of the more complex ones to graph. First, you need to click on your graph to get your toolbar. We know it's an absolute value, so you click on the V. And remember, the first point you click is going to be your vertex. And the second point, you have to make sure that it is correct. Now, we usually start here with the vertex at 0, 0. And this other point is going to be, you can do it as 6, 6, or you could do it as 7, 7, or 1, 1, or -4, +4, however you want to make this shape. Now, I'm going to first kind of shift it around. And after I do that, I'm going to test some points to make sure that I'm correct. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to reflect it. I like to go left to right. And you see right here, this minus is a reflection. So I'm going to take this point that was up here at 7, 7, and I'm going to bring it down to -7. Okay, that's my reflection. The next thing I need to do is I need to stretch it this way, okay, by a factor of 2. So instead of 1, -1, or 2, -2, I need to take those and double them. So if I had 1, -1, it's now 1, -2. Instead of 2, -2 is now 2, -4. Okay, 3, -6. Next thing I'm going to do is this plus 6 that is going to shift it to the left 6 spaces. So I need to shift both points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I need to shift them both up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I could have easily made a mistake when I was shifting them up and down and left and right. So let's kind of double check. I know that my vertex from 0, 0, from the origin, has gone 6 to the left and 5 up. So from the origin, 6 to the left, 5 up, boom, it's right there. Okay. Now for my second point, I'm actually going to plug that in. I'm going to plug it into the g of x. I'm going to find out if I get the same thing back, and then I'll know that I'm correct. So let me set that up. All right, pardon the handwriting. I'm writing with a mouse. So I have the g of x equals -2 absolute value of x plus 6 plus 5. And instead of x, I want to plug in something close to the vertex. Okay, so my vertex is at -6. I want to pick an x value somewhere around there, -5 or -4 or -7. Since I have -4 clicked, I'm going to plug in a -4 for x. So let me erase both of those x's. And let's see if I can get this close enough. I'm going to plug in a -4. Okay, so I'm going to find the g of -4. And that's going to be negative 2, absolute value of negative 4 plus 6 plus 5. Okay, follow your order of operations. We need to do what's in those absolute values first. So I have negative 4 plus 6. That's going to give me 2. I have the absolute value of 2. Drop down the minus 2. Drop down the plus 5. The absolute value of 2 is actually going to be 2. So I have negative 2 times 2. I guess I'll do a little multiplication dot plus 5. And now you have to follow order of operations. You have to multiply before you add. So negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 plus 5 is 1. So the ordered pair that I need to click, that's not the vertex, is going to be x negative 4, y 1. Okay, let's go to the graph. Let's make sure that that's what we have, and it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 back, and 1 up. You see that point right there? 4, negative 1. And I'll bet if you want to try it out, if you want to plug in a negative 5, you will probably get 3. And if you want to plug in a 1, you will probably get negative 9. 1, negative 9. Let's check it. Nice work.